Well, it wasn't an Alabama version of He-Man. That would have been a whole different cartoon.
Welcome back to a new episode of the Alabama He-Man.
If she's not good enough for you, she's not good enough for anybody else, cousin. Oh my God! I just had a horrible image of Mr. Incredible and Frozone tag teaming Elastigirl together. That's fucked up. I mean, she seems like she might be the one that might just like flip a switch and go crazy. No, then you'll be even more pissed because you'll have all this time and you can't do shit except diddle yourself because you got no money.
Hold on. Diddling myself, you say?
Recording in progress.
Recording in progress.
Ah, yes. The good old days of recording.
In progress?
Yes, in progress. Hello, Knowitalls.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Make sure you subscribe, like, all that shit. Give us an awesome review for... Don't give us a bad review. I mean, don't give us bad, like, thumbs up stars. Like, don't click a bad review. But you can say, hey, you guys are shit, but then still give us 5 stars. Because I think the algorithm somehow makes us better that way. Anyway, Charlie Ray, we were talking about work earlier before I hit the record button. And would you rather work 7 days a week, 60 hours in a week, at a job you hate, but you earn $300,000 a year, you only get 10 days off the entire year? Or would you rather work 25 hours a week over just 3 days? You love the job, but you only make $50,000 a year. And you can't switch. You can't do something for 2 years and then do the other one. This is your final job before you retire. You can't change how many hours you work. You have to pick which one.
I'd take number one.
You'd earn the $300,000 at a job you hate?
Well, let's put it this way. That's 6 years of income at the other job. At this point in my life, I could probably do that for maybe 2 or 3 years if I don't have. Here's the thing. It depends. Am I also trying to take care of a whole nother life? Or is it just like I can just work and that's all I got to worry about is working myself? If it's just working myself, I could do 3 years of that and then I'd figure out a way to retire. 3 years, no problem. 50 grand a year, I'd have to find a second job or something else because that's barely enough just to live off of right now with no savings or planning for the future. It's impossible. I mean, I'm making more than that now, not a lot more, but it's a stretch to do anything and also save money. I see stories about people who do stuff who are like, you ever heard the term overemployed? Have you heard that?
No.
So overemployed is a term that's been coined because of the amount of people who have abilities to do remote or digital jobs. So like maybe a developer or something. He's doing stuff and he's based his work's based off of productivity, not having to be seen by a manager every second of the day. So he might have 2, maybe even 3 different jobs that are remote jobs that he can juggle somehow. I mean, you work your ass off, but there's people out there making $300,000-$400,000 a year because they're getting paid over $100,000 each from each of these jobs. And some people will do it for a while. Some people will do it for a couple of years. They might lose one of the jobs or like take a break and quit one of them and just work one for a while. But so the term's called overemployed. And of course, employers hate that. You can't work for somebody else when my time, blah, blah, blah. Right.
Yeah. And it's shitty when they find out like 3 years later. It's like all the work I've been putting in, all the stuff, all the accolades you've been giving me is while I was focused on 4 jobs from 4 different employers. So clearly you don't care that my productivity is amazing, right?
Exactly.
You just don't like the competition that at any given time I could choose one of the other jobs to go to if I don't get what I want at this job. But
then employers become like either your woman or significant other, if it's your woman and it's a man, or vice versa, or both, whatever floats your boat, or a cop. When they find out, they get all offended like, oh my God, I can't believe you were doing that. And the cop's
Yeah.
like, can you believe you were doing 90 to 60? Well, yes, I can. I can believe it because I saw my speedometer.
Yeah.
But I can't remember what comedian did a joke about that, about how cops turn into like offended kids, like when they pull you over and you're like breaking the law. But that's the way they act at the job too. Like, oh, you're breaking the law. You broke the contract between us. Oh, you mean the one where you can just walk in at any time, no matter what, and just fire me? You mean that law? you
Yeah.
know?
I mean, it's not a law.
So no, it's not a law, but I'm saying they treat it like a law. Just like, like just that, oh my God, how how dare you, how dare you do something to help advance your life, that's
Yeah.
not sanctioned by me, right? So
I too would pick
it's
the 300,000 because having 4 days off a week leads me to spend more money because I have more free time and I'm bored. So that 50 grand is not going to go very far.
no. Yeah, no. No, then you'll be even more pissed because you'll have all this time and you can't do shit except diddle yourself because you got no money.
Hold on. Diddling myself, you say?
If you were a woman and you had 4 days to spend off diddling yourself, you could also turn that into a career.
Wait, are you saying nobody wants to watch me beat my meat on camera?
Well, there might be a few guys, you know.
Oh, guys, huh? Whatever. Money's money. If they're
Yeah.
gonna throw $5 my way, I'll take it.
If there's people who went gay for pay in porn, I'm just saying. I mean,
Yeah.
I think after a while, would you end up liking it? I don't know. If you spent like 2 or 3 years getting pounded by dudes for money, would you end up liking it, or would you just,
We went from masturbating for money
yeah?
to getting pounded for money. There's a huge difference.
I didn't say that's a choice I'd make. I just said I'm just saying, but these are choices people have made. I mean, that's a pretty big step.
Well, we talk about that often where like all
Yeah.
of a sudden you go to X videos or Pornhub and there's a woman sucking off a horse and you think, how did you segue to this? Like, how much weird shit did you do, right?
Where was that divergent point in your life where you went from, okay, I just like fucking, okay, I like fucking on film, horse dick? I mean,
Yeah.
where was the jumping point? Where
Yeah.
was the fork? Where was the fucked up fork in the road?
Is that a gradual like curve to get there? Or did you say, huh, I like fucking on camera. Go get me a horse. You're like, what?
Huh, I start off with a schnauzer, then a
Yeah.
horse. I mean, I don't know. You know what? If you're a listener to this show and you actually have sex with animals and would like to discuss how you got into it, please contact us.
Yeah. Reach
We're,
out.
we're,
Answers for
uh
everything. Pod, AFE_pod at gmail.com. Instagram, answers for everything. I'm sure there's a TikTok
yeah,
somewhere out there with our name on it.
yeah.
I mean, someone's got to take
No,
care of that, right? Our producer, maybe?
no judgment, no judgment at all. We just want to hear some of the real deal answers behind that. If
A-
if you're interested in talking,
And we don't want it to be the three guys that just got arrested in like Pennsylvania with the 16-year-old and all the animals they were filming having sex
no,
with. We don't want to hear
yeah,
from
not
you.
them.
Sorry,
No,
we don't want to hear from you.
no,
Unless you want us to be your first interview once you get out of jail, then we're down.
exactly.
I've got one more would you rather here.
Okay.
All right.
Yes. No.
Are you,
Ooh,
would
don't
you
give a blanket
rather?
answer.
Would you rather the only sex move you can do is 69 with a large woman on top who has a growler and is terrible at sucking dick, or have the only sex move that you can do is doing butt stuff from behind with a very effeminate man who has his face buried in the pillow the whole time?
I think I would just become asexual.
That's not how Would You Rather works. You have to pick the large woman who's bad at sucking dick with a growler who's on top of you 69, or do you have to
Dude,
be pounding a really effeminate man who you never see his face, but you hear his voice? And you
oh
probably feel
God.
his balls slapping against yours, but I'm not sure how that works because it's never happened to me, but maybe one day after that visit to Thailand.
I'm gonna choose the first one just because there's more of a likelihood of me dying faster and getting out of that life.
And there's a growler involved, and we know you're a fan, so
Oh my God. I just can't even just everything about it makes me want to just, I mean, 69, 69. What was it? Somebody said 69 on top of the man is like the aggressive version of 69ing. Like where the girl, I mean, like when the girl's on top, she can control the depth. When you're on top, it's just fucking straight gagging. I'm like, well, not if you have my size of penis. You can still breathe around it.
that's not a me problem.
Exactly. Yeah.
Thank God for guys like us who have really tiny wieners, so it never chokes anybody. we're okay.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna knock the bottom out of the can, but I'll beat the fuck up out of the sides. I'm the guy that you have sex with and you can still go to work the next day. I'm not the guy that you have to call into work because your cervix got fucking bruised, I mean,
Oh man,
just just telling it like it
I've
is.
never met anybody that's told me a story like that. I wonder how many of my friends are packing. Is that a weird thought?
Well, we know of at least one. I'm not sure if they're really a friend at this point, but he was packing.
That was high school, and he was
Yeah.
handy capable, and I wouldn't consider him a friend, but I also wouldn't consider him an enemy.
Well, I hope not. A handy capable penis. Yeah. Yeah. So
All right, you ready for an Urban Dictionary?
yes, I am absolutely ready.
All right, turkey baster.
Turkey baster. That is when a couple of lesbians find a willing male friend to ejaculate for them, and then they use a turkey baster to splooge it up into the partner to have a baby.
Oh wow. I mean, you got some of it. The lesbians weren't part of it, but
Hmm.
the turkey baster is when a woman, after sex, takes the used condom and uses a literal turkey baster to suck out the contents, and they use it to artificially inseminate themselves without the knowledge or the consent of the male who left the filled condom behind.
Oh, sounds like a lot of basketball player stories.
It says often done to gain child support from pro sports players or to prolong bad relationships.
Yep. Yep. You hear about those stories about a guy would fuck some rando that he'd picked up, like a sports guy would, and
Yeah.
he'd booge and he'd take the condom off, whatever, throw it in the fucking trash can. She'd get it out and fucking just that thing out and fucking get pregnant. And the next thing you know, he's fucking liable for 18 years and a shitload of fucking money, man. That's
I'm
fucked
telling
up.
you, if you're out there and you're having random sex with people and you're scared that they're going to use your condom with a turkey baster, just flush that baby. Do what I do. Down the toilet. Bye-bye.
Yeah. I usually just wash mine out so I can reuse it later.
Yeah, I just leave mine on so I can use it later. Hope to God it doesn't bust open.
I just strap it back in my pants and put my underwear on and just walk out of there with it still on my wang, you know?
And right now, if Josh was here, he's looking at both of us. He's like, what the fuck's a condom?
Yeah, exactly. The best thing you just pull out and you blow it on their back anyway. That was my shot. So
Do you play with it after? Like, do you use your dick, like, draw on her back with it?
no, but now I want to.
Well, let me know how that goes.
Well, it's been so long since I've had sex, I can't even remember. So maybe one day I will. You know what they say: spitters or quitters. Yeah, yeah. Maybe someday I'll find somebody who actually wants to cuddle up next to this old curmudgeon for a few years before he kicks off and leaves whatever little bit he has behind to him. I hope they enjoy a box of GI Joes because that may be the main thing they get.
Speaking of G.I. Joes, let's say that you had to choose a TV, movie, cartoon person that would become that you would become their husband.
Okay,
You would then live that life. They are married to you. You are the husband of that character. So if you had to choose between Lady J or Scarlet from the 1980s cartoon G.I. Joe, who do you think you'd be more compatible with, or who do you think you'd want to be with?
that's a tough one.
So talk about their looks, talk about their skills, talk about their personalities. But the ideal marriage you could probably anticipate with one of those two.
Well, I'm probably going to go overall with Lady J. I mean, Scarlett would be a big contender. I mean, she's got a couple of already hot-headed, probably ex-boyfriends that would still be trying to sniff around the picture. I mean, just the whole Irish redhead, fucking hot sex, the crazy
I mean,
hot Matrix type of thing.
you did say you've always wanted to get a Scottish girl, but you want the accent, right? And
Yeah,
she didn't
yeah,
have
it's
it.
true. Plus, she doesn't she have several brothers? I just keep
She
thinking that
does, and a
I
sister.
keep I keep thinking that she is the high profile one that would fucking key your car and destroy your stack of CDs. I mean, she seems like she might be the one that might fucking just like fucking flip a switch and go crazy. I mean, plus she's got those ninja skills and an ex-boyfriend. It's like the baddest ninja that can come back from death. So I mean, it's not
Correct.
like it's not like you can slap her around or anything. It's not like Sean Connery. Like,
Do you often slap your wives around, or is this like a new development?
no, I never have, never did, never will. I mean, maybe I should have. I don't know.
Unless you move to the right country where it's okay.
No, even then, I'm not into slapping. Well, I'm into spanking some asses. I'm into some fun choking. I mean, hey, I mean, who isn't? You know,
Like that effeminate dude you're plowing from behind instead of the growler chick? You know, slap him in
probably
the bum?
choke him. Anyway, uh, I think Lady J would probably have some good still. She'd still have some good skills in the bedroom. She seems maybe a little bit more uh mature. I don't know if not mature. That's not the word. She seems a little bit more. She seems more like long term woman material, I think, you know. I'm not saying Scarlett couldn't be, but there's some, you know, it's kind of like certain people, it's like you flip the wrong switch and they're going to be like, now you got to die. You know, it's like I just feel like Scarlett could be that one. I mean, you know. So I'm just going to go with Lady J.
Do you find it weird you're super analytical when you're talking about cartoon characters that
It it's
never
fucked
existed in
up.
real life?
Exactly. Yeah, and I'm using like real life examples, you know. You know,
Yeah.
but on the other hand, what is this going to be like fucking Who Framed Roger Rabbit? I'm fucking somebody in Toontown? I mean, what the fuck?
I mean, out of all the cartoon characters in the world for Toontown for you to bang, who would it be?
Well, I mean Jessica Rabbit.
Would it be? It would be Jessica Rabbit?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of fucked up. Uh fuck, I don't know. I don't even remember the fucking show. That's what Cool World or no Cool World.
Cool was the Kim Basinger one.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. That's a story for another time. I'll have to watch more cartoon movies.
You have to go through all of them. You're like, oh, do I want the Page Master? No, no, no. Macaulay Culkin's too much of a
I can
dude.
tell you if I could pick any cartoon, I'm picking Elastigirl. That's who I'm picking. I'm going to fight off Mr. Incredible, and probably Frozone will be trying to fucking help out too. You know, Frozone might want to join in. Who knows? Oh my God. I just had a horrible image of Mr. Incredible and Frozone tag teaming Elastigirl together. That's fucked up. Ah, you like those cold balls, don't you?
But no, is it like for Elastigirl, is it the fact she's got the big ghetto booty, or is it the fact that you could be like, hey babe, can you make it tighter? And she could definitely make it tighter.
Well, there's both that, but also, I mean, the character itself. I think she seems, you know, she seems smart. She seems capable. She seems like a good mom. You know,
Yeah.
so yeah, I think Elastigirl. Yeah, sure, why not?
I don't even have an answer because I mean, I guess I might go with Disney Princess.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know,
I know I'm gonna go with Merida, even though she wants nothing to do with marriage and doesn't need a boyfriend or a man in her life.
which one's that? I don't know who that is.
That's the Scottish one that her mom turned into a bear.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah, yeah. There's another one that's fucking liable to kill you in your
Yeah,
sleep right
it's
there.
true. She's my favorite Disney princess, but she doesn't need a man, so I'm just fucking useless to her. I just live in the house and she hunts, she does everything, and I just take care of the house. I'm okay with that. I am.
You're just a kept man. I am,
Yeah.
by the way, I am totally okay with being a kept man. I
Yes.
will take care of it, and I will do whatever you want if you take care of me. And see, the thing is, it's like that's the way we would be. Well, I don't know. You know, they say everybody gets tired of shit after a while. I mean, I've never had the opportunity to be too much of a kept man, but I always thought, fuck, man. You only got one job. Fucking keep her happy. Well, okay, never mind. I'll never succeed. Keep
Yeah.
a woman happy. Your one job. Well,
Looks like I'm unemployed.
world are fucked. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I never have had that experience. I mean, I was hoping for it one day, but obviously that's not gonna happen. Instead, I gotta find 10 fucking hustles and start making some side money.
True that.
Or start getting good at this.
We're on a cartoon kick right now, and we're gonna wrap it
Yeah.
up the show pretty quick.
Okay.
It's gonna be a super short one this week, but I have TV show How Much Do You Know? And I don't know if you, because like the He-Man movie is out right now, right?
Right.
I didn't watch it.
Me neither.
Did you watch the one from the 80s with Dolph Lundgren?
I did not. I have not seen any of the movies.
Me neither. Did you ever watch?
I seen the cartoons a little bit, not a
So,
lot, but a little
like,
bit.
which cartoon? The one from the early 2000s, the Kevin Smith Netflix one from
No,
like
no,
2 years ago, or the
the
80s one?
the '80s one. Yeah.
Well, you're in luck today, Charlie Ray, because TV show How Much Do You Know is based on the He-Man 80s cartoon. Huh?
Okay.
I did this for you, buddy.
Well, thank you.
True or false? Oh, you're welcome. True or false? He-Man has a sister called She-Ra.
False.
That is true. He does have a
Uh,
sister named She-Ra, and she even had a cartoon and a toy line and stuff as well.
well, I heard of that, but I didn't know that they were related. I knew
I
that
think
there's.
they're twins.
I thought it was a totally separate like property, and so they had nothing to do with each other.
No, I think they're
So,
actually twins.
huh? Wow.
Yeah.
Not
And
like the when powers activate.
Wonder Twin powers activate. In the
Yes,
episode titled Tila's Quest. Do you know who Tila is? Do you remember?
I think so. I think so. Yeah.
You think so? Okay. So in the episode titled Tila's Quest, Tila has only known Man-at-Arms, aka Duncan, to be her father, but has never known her mother.
True. True. I don't even know what the question is.
In an episode, Tila goes on a quest to find the truth about her birth mother. While on the quest, she gets captured by Merman, which is an enemy of He-Man and her. But He-Man and the Sorceress save her. The Sorceress tells Tila that she is in fact her mother, but she has to wipe her memory in order to keep Tila safe. The Sorceress had entrusted Man-at-Arms, aka Duncan, to raise Tila from a baby without the knowledge of who her mother is. The question is Man-at-Arms Tila's biological father?
No, no, he's not. I don't think he is. I think he's kind of like an adoptive father type of thing.
That's what we were meant to learn in the 80s, that he is not her actual biological father, but he's her father figure, her adopted
Hmm?
father. Her dad apparently is an unnamed warrior, a brave hero for Eternia. But in the later episodes of the 2002 reboot, they changed it so that Duncan is in fact her father.
Hmm.
So from the cartoon we watched in the early 80s or mid 80s, Man at Arms is her adoptive father. So you are correct.
Right. Excellent. Yes, I was pretty sure about that one. I always felt like it wasn't her real dad. I mean, just kind of like the way they
Because there
talked
was no
sometimes.
lovemaking happening between the two.
Well, it wasn't an Alabama version of He-Man. That would have been a whole different cartoon.
Welcome back to a new episode of the Alabama He-Man.
If she's not good enough for you, she's not good enough for anybody else, cousin. Yeah.
What was the term like last episode or the week before when it was like the girl that they pass around and you have to hope to God that it's not your sister? I don't remember. No, I think they all have sex with her. I don't know what it was. It was some sort of hillbilly something. Not the hillbilly turntable, unfortunately.
All I could laugh about thinking about is a time that me, my ex-wife, I mean, she wasn't my ex-wife. We were married then, and her brother went to see Donnell Rollins at the comedy club, the Improv, and we were up front. Now, if you don't know who Donnell Rollins is, have you ever watched the Chappelle Show?
Long time ago, but yeah.
You remember the character Ashy Larry?
Yes.
That's who it is,
Okay.
Donnell Rollins. Okay. So we went to see him and we're sitting up front. And for whatever reason, we're sitting me on the left, her brother in the middle, and her on the right. So my wife wasn't sitting next to me. She was on the other side. And so he says to her brother, "Is that your wife?" You know, something about wife, something or whatever. And he goes, and he says with a total fucking accent, "That's my sister." Just the funniest fucking thing. But he got all like freaked out. He's like, "No, that's my sister." You know, like don't, no, it's not my wife. You know, whatever. It was pretty funny. So that, yeah, that'd be a whole different He-Man cartoon.
The Alabama He-Man. Fuck, I would
Yeah,
watch the shit out of that.
that's what AI needs to make is some shit like that. Except they'd be fucking sued. You know.
Yeah, I guess they need to find their own content.
Yeah.
I know there's enough AI videos out there of like
Well, there was the Dukes of Hazard. That was kind of like an Alabama He-Man. You know, except they weren't beating the shit out of each other, and there was nobody named Skeletor running around after them.
not that
So
we know of. I didn't watch all the seasons, but
I don't know. Maybe that's who Daisy was running off with. Did Daisy ever
no.
really have a love interest in the
It
show?
I thought Enos and her hooked up. I do for some reason. In my head,
Fuck
they
it.
hooked up.
Wow. If so, Enos really outkicked his coverage because fucking a. That'd be like me and you being like out meeting everybody from Letterkenny, and then either one of us hook up with Katie, and we'd be like, "Holy fuck! Can you believe what just happened?" And I'd be like, "No, tell me every detail. Don't leave anything out." Tell her to bring her two friends from that episode with look at the size of those puppies. Remember that with the hot chicks?
What
And
does Jamie say? Does Daisy Duke
I,
ever
I I
date Enos? How do you spell Enos? That's such a weird name.
I would say either Enis or Ennis. Enos.
Oh, here we go. Jamie just sent me
Okay.
this. Daisy
Uh
Duke does not date Enos. The character from the Dukes of Hazzard famously dates local country boys, drifters, and lawmen, most notably the sweet but timid Deputy Enos. Wait, she doesn't date Emos? Oh, that's spelt wrong. So Daisy does date Enos. Do they have
Well,
kids?
oh, oh God, that's scary. Uh, Deputy Enos
Okay,
Strait is her most consistent love interest. Long running, mostly unrequited crush on her. Well, that's not a fucking
the
love
the
interest. I
pair
mean,
do
yeah,
come close to marriage
yeah.
multiple times. So you know what? I
Huh.
remember it well. Enos and Daisy dated. So Enos got her? Wow.
He never really got her. It says in the episode Enos and Daisy's wedding, they nearly got married for plot reasons to protect Enos, but it doesn't happen. They're really good friends, but not fully romantic for most of the series. She has many occasional boyfriends and romantic interests, often one-off suitors or guys who appear in one episode. She falls for and nearly marries also one of Boss Hogg's nephews, Jamie Lee Hogg. That's hilarious. She calls it off when she learns he's a villain. Another other characters show interest in her, including Huey Hogg. Why's all the fucking hogs and everybody? I mean, she sounds like a fucking Alabama fucking E-Man show, doesn't
Wait,
it?
think about the Dukes of Hazzard. Do you remember any other women in it other than Daisy? Obviously, she's going to be the love interest of almost anybody she's not related to, or in the South is related to.
Are you telling me this is the live action Smurfs? I mean, you got Papa Smurf, you got Uncle Jesse, you got single fucking girl in the show basically, with Daisy and Smurfette, you know. So
So in my perfect world, Enos ends up with Daisy,
why not? He was a nice enough guy.
right? He worked for two pieces of shit above him, so
Yeah.
why can't he enjoy hanging out with the hottest chick on the show, aka the only chick on the show?
Well, let's be fair. If I was in that county, I can tell you who I'd want to be hanging out with, and it's not Cooter.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I like the name Cooter.
Cooter's a great name. Charlie Cooter Ray. That's gonna be my new fucking nickname. Charlie Cooter Ray. Charlie Ray presents Cooter. Yeah, Cooter.
Should we leave it? Let
I think we
the
should pay it up
wrap
with
it up.
yeah. I mean, it's always good to end with the Dukes of Hazzard story.
Yeah,
So
you like it, I like it, and fuck anyone else.
there's no place else to be on a Friday night back in the late '70s than in a Dukes of Hazzard
Did they
episode. Let me
really
tell
have
you.
it on Friday nights?
Yeah, it's on Friday nights, man.
What a terrible fucking night for a popular TV show. Wow.
Yeah, you know.
Well, I guess there was TGIF, which was like the Full House, Family Matters, and all that shit. And that was
Yeah.
pretty popular. I guess,
Then you had the Thursday night show, like where there's like several good shows on Thursday night. That was in the '80s.
thank
Like
God
in
for VCRs back in my day.
you were on that high fucking tall cotton VCR.
Yeah,
Fucking
VCR.
VCRs. The VCRs, fucking the first thing that porn loved that was invented. Let me tell
Yeah.
you. It's actually kind of scary. There's a thing I watched once that talked about how many things and inventions were created because porn wanted them or helped take off, and one of them was the VCR. So,
Good God.
good God,
I do recall owning a I do recall owning a bunch of porn tapes, and they were never ever rewound to the beginning of the storyline. You know what I mean? They're always paused right at the end. And
you get that porn VCR tape, and there'd always be that one part of the video where it's like really grainy and kind of like it's been worn out too much. It's like, why is this spot fucking fucked up? Yeah, I'll tell you
trust
why.
me, I know that. It was all grainy when I was at that restaurant up in the guy's room, and he made me watch the gay porn, and it's like, why is it so grainy? Wait, no, why are there two dicks in that guy's face? That's the question I should have. Wait, why am I underage inside this room where a guy's showering and gave me a beer? Wait,
Did
is this called grooming? No, this is the 90s. That didn't exist. Perfect.
did you ever go to actual like the theaters like where you go to like a porn shop and they'd have like the videos
No,
playing in the
I
back?
did. I did in Amsterdam a peep show where you're in a room watching a girl on a bed and you're in a circular thing, so she's going
Well,
around.
that's live. No, this is like videos. Like you'd pay like X number of dollars or whatever, and you'd go in a small room, and there'd be like a TV in there with like multiple channels playing porn. You could scroll through the
Dude,
video
why would you
channel.
touch anything in there? That room is gonna be
No,
filled with jizz.
that's the part where I'm gonna. This is some funny shit. So this was like the in the '80s and early '90s before some of the more other options became available. Right? I mean, there was still options, but and You'd be like trying to flip through this. This is TMI, but this is you'd be flipping through channels like watching some shit. And you'd flip to some channel and you'd see some hardcore fucking going on. You're like, man, he's pounding the fuck out of that shit. Next thing you know, a couple scenes later, oh shit, it's two guys. So fuck.
Uh,
The good old days of mistaken porn.
Mistaken porn, as Charlie Ray's like, oh damn it, why can't I rewind and watch this one from the beginning?
I can't look away. No, I mean, kids today have no fucking idea of how hard. Now they can just click on free porn anywhere on their phone. They have no idea.
No, and they can like do a specific search. It could be like blonde hair, green eyes, three-toed,
Yeah,
threesome, black cock, two dildos, in a pool, in the rain,
yeah.
in
Kid,
Barbados, and you would get that
yeah,
fucking scene.
yeah. Did you ever think at some point Paul Reed was just like, "Why the fuck did I get caught doing that? Now I can just watch it anywhere I want on my phone." I mean,
Yeah,
Jesus Christ, leave the poor guy alone. He was just, doing the Pee Wee Herman.
correct.
So anyway,
Yeah,
that's a way to end the episode talking about masturbation and porn. Even better.
absolutely.
Yes.
In public, sort of.
Yeah. Well,
A public space, but a private viewing.
a private activity in a public space. Is that what it
Yeah,
is?
yeah.
Yeah, sure. With Elastic Girl. All right. Well, it's been a slice. The fat lady sang. Bob's your uncle. All those things.
I've had a slice. Bob's my uncle. Peace out. Knowitalls.
Peace out. Fucking buying shit. That's the other thing. Quit buying shit first. That more money if you don't spend money. Fucking goddamn fucking groceries are fucking ridiculous. I spent $175 this weekend on groceries for me and mom.
Yep,
So
I do know. I fucking hate it.
it fucking sucks. Fucking I get $7 for a pound of fucking 80/20 fucking ground beef.
No, I'm buying the
Well,
bigger packs. I'll buy like the 20-pound pack, and then I cut it into like 1 pound packages and
yeah, yeah.
Ziplocs and put it in my freezer, and that's what I
I,
do.
I do that too. What I do is I get those big packs like 5 pound or whatever big pound packs, and I weigh them all out and then I fucking put them in the bags and I flatten them so I can
Yep,
stack them.
yep.
Yeah, so I stack them and so then when I just thaw them out, I just thaw out a pound at a time or whatever, you know. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I am like I said, I am in a somewhat, if not positive, at least in a it's above neutral. I'm above neutral. I feel more positive. Uh, I guess the worst thing. What's the worst that could happen? I could die. Well, you're gonna die anyway. Okay. Well,
One day
okay.
you will.
Cool. That's a way to end the episode talking about masturbation and porn. Even better.